Good morning. So today is Tuesday, May 12th. Your learning target today is from Module 7, Lesson 9. You can always check that out on Zearn, remember that? It says, I can solve word problems involving the total value of a group of bills and different combination of coins with the same total value. So what I did first was we have this chart and it's very helpful. It's a very good tool. I wish that all of you could have it, but remember, you can always pause the video to look at this chart. So we have our penny, our quarter, nickel, dime. So this is a $50, which is worth 50 cents. They're much bigger. And this is a $1, $1. And looks like that. We don't see these too often. That's why we've been focusing on this, but they are important to know because you will see them in real life. Then we have our $1 bill. We have a $5 bill, $10 bill, $20 bill, $50 bill, and a $100 bill. You see it? Okay. So again, if you're unsure of what bill it is, you can always just look because it's going to tell you. It has the amount in all four corners, which is very helpful. So we're going to start by working on a problem, and we're going to solve it, and I'm going to write it on the board right now. So I have the problem written on the board. It says Mrs. Park uses two $20 bills, two $5 bills, and six $1 bills to buy a gift. If she starts with $80, how much does she have left? Something that often confuses scholars is how they're saying this, because there's a lot of numbers in this problem. So what we're going to do first is we're always going to draw it out, and I'm going to go back in my problem and underline the important information so I don't miss anything. Mrs. Park uses two $20 bills, two $5 bills, six $1 bills. Okay, so now I'm going to draw two $20 bills, and the way I do that is I just make a rectangle. Remember, this is math, and I write 20 in it. And I label it with my dollar sign. So two $20 bills, two $5 bills, just trying your best, and six $1 bills. So it's just $1. I labeled this with 5 because it's a $5 bill. And I need six $1 bills. This is 3, 4, 5. Go back and label it. Okay. So I have those written down. So now what I'm going to do, because this is a two-step problem, I am going to add what I have together that she used to buy the gift. So I have to do 20 plus 20, which is going to give me $40. 5 plus 5 is $10. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 $1 bills. And I'm just going to write it over here because I ran out of room. Okay, so now I have to take all of these amounts. Remember, you're not done yet because you didn't add them all together. We just broke it apart, so when we added it was easier. We chunked it. So we did our 20s, added them, our 5s, added them, and our 1s, and we added them. Now we have to take our 40, our 10, and our 6, and we have to add that together. So 40 plus 10 is going to give me, you can even write it vertically if you want to. It's going to give you 50. 50 plus 6 is going to give you 56. $56. So that's how much she spent on the gift. Now we have to go back to our question. If she starts with $80, how much does she have left? So, and I kind of ran out of room. I'm going to do it right here. She started with 80. She used 56 of it on a gift. You see it? I'm going to box it so you can really focus in on it. We have to find the difference between those numbers, which means we're going to subtract. Now, you can't take 6 away from 0, so you have to go to your neighbor, unbundle. That turns into a 7. 0 will turn into a 10. 6 minus 10 is going to give you, just giving you that think time, is going to give you 4. And 7 minus 5 is going to give you 2. So she has $24 left. And then we would write that as a sentence, like always. And I'm just going to squeeze it right here. Mrs. Park has $24 left. And remember, we would box it. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to be working with this, I believe, tomorrow as well. We're going to be working with word problems often with money. So I'm going to erase this and we're going to try one more thing. And I think you'll like this, okay? Okay, so now we're going to switch gears a little bit. Remember the word problem we just did, still important. We're still going to be continuing to do that throughout the week. However, what we want to do now, because this is going to be your work for today in your math packet, I want to switch and I want us to make change in different ways. So if I said, can you please make 27 cents for me 2 different ways, and you're going to see this on your work tonight. 27 cents could look like, I'm just going to show you an example. It could be maybe 25 cents, so a quarter. And then I have to get to 27, I'm at 25, so I would have to add 1 penny, 2 pennies, 25, 26, 27. That shows 27 cents. I could also do it a different way. Maybe I want to use, well, I already used a quarter, so I can't use that again. Let's see. Let's try a dime, because I know that 2 dimes is going to give me 10, 20. I need to get to 27. So 10, 20, I could do a nickel to get me to 25. And then I could add 25, 1 cent, 26, 1 cent, 27. So do you see how we're using 2 different ways to make the same amount? That's what we're focusing on here. This can be tricky, so please take your time and think about it, okay? Let's try another one. I'm going to just switch the number on top. So 2 different ways to make change, which is going to help you. Sometimes in your wallet, you might not have a quarter and you have to figure it out a different way. Maybe you don't have a nickel. So it's good to practice to make change different ways. It's going to help you. Let's do 34. 34 cents. So 34 cents, I always like to start with my biggest coin first and then I work my way down. So I'm going to start with my 25 cents, my quarter. So 25, I can't add another 25s, that would give me 50 and that's too much. So 25, what about a dime? 25 plus 10 more cents is going to give me 35. That's going to go over, so I can't do a dime. I have to do 25 plus 5 cents. 25 plus 5 is going to give me 30. And I can't add another one, so that's going to give me 35. Do you see how I'm talking in my brain and I'm adding to help me? And always, if you have to, you can always do like 25 plus 5. So this is 30 cents. If you have to keep track of it that way, just write it underneath. You could do that. And then 30, you want to get to 34, so you're going to have to add your pennies next. 30, 31. If you need to do this, 32, 33, and I ran out of room, 34. So that's one way to do it. So now let's see if we can do it another way. Well, I'm not going to use my quarter this time because I already used it here. So this time I'm going to start with my dime and I'm going to count by tens until I get to 3 tens or 30. So this is 10 cents, 20, if you need to, that's 20. I'm going to go down here because I ran out of room. So this would be 30 cents. So I'm going to stop there because I'm at 30 cents and now I just need to add my 4 pennies. So 31, 32, 33, one more penny is going to give me 34, and I did it. Okay, so it takes a lot of thinking, and some scholars do get confused on this. What I see is maybe miscounting, so make sure you're labeling what you're doing. Writing the numbers when you're adding underneath is really going to help you to make sure that you're not miscounting, so you can go back and check it. Okay, yeah, 25 plus 5 is 30. 30 plus one more is going to give me 31. And then make sure that you got to your number that you wanted to get to, which was your 34, and we got there. Make sure, I've also seen scholars get a little confused and they've done it the same way. Remember that we want 2 different ways of doing this, okay? So take your time with that. Remember, this is on your Zern lesson for tonight. So practice, do your sheet. If you have any questions, please reach out, and good luck. Take your time. I'll see you tomorrow.